Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, has once again been reminded that he is the flag bearer of the hope of Nigerians to resolve the Nigerian mess. That was a statement from human rights lawyer and activist Dele Farotimi, saying that while Nigerians are talking about coalition, Peter Obi should get to know that he is the flag bearer of our hope to resolve the mess, to resolve the Nigerian mess. Dele Farotimi said he made this statement regarding the choice of the presidential flag bearer of the newly formed African Democratic Congress coalition. According to Dele Farotimi, in his statement, which was contained in his verified X handle, he pointed out that the former Anambra State governor needed to understand that he was the hope of resolving the Nigerian mess. And he went on to say, but it is Peter Obi who has to recognize that if he is in doubt as to who he is and what we are, Peter Obi has to understand that he is our totem, the flag bearer of our hope in a peaceful resolution of the Nigerian mess. And we are the coalition he needs. End of quote. Dele Farotimi is serving notice to Peter Obi that they, the Nigerian people, are the coalition that Peter Obi needs. That he doesn't need the coalition being put together by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar under the African Democratic Congress, telling Peter Obi we are the coalition he needs. That he don't need the coalition being led by Atiku Abubakar. And what he needs, that he should understand that we the people are the coalition he needs. Why did Dele Farotimi go to this extent of talking about this matter this way? First, let us go to the beginning. What happened was that an ex-user under the name of Egariga had written to Dele Farotimi telling him that many, and I quote, he said, many in this coalition failed to understand that the support for Peter Obi is like glue. It does not transfer to others. What that ex-user was saying was that these people want to use Peter Obi to get his supporters while they are not ready to give him the presidency. Because Atiku Abubakar and co are grandstanding, despite widely held belief that power should return to the South, should remain in the South. Atiku is insisting on imposing himself on the coalition, hoping that with Peter Obi there, they are going to drive in all the obedience and the other Nigerians that supported Peter Obi and gave him the runaway victory he got in 2023 that was eventually rigged against him. So this ex-user was saying that those in the coalition, that they don't know, they don't seem to understand that the support for Peter Obi is like glue. It does not transfer to others. So if you don't give the presidential ticket of ADC to Peter Obi and you give it to Atiku or to Amechi, I'm hoping that the support Peter Obi enjoys will be transferred to Atiku Abubakar in the 2027 election. He said those of them who are thinking like that in the Atiku camp, in the coalition. They are wasting their time. Peter Obi's support is like that of a glue. It is not transferable. It is only for Peter Obi. Why is it only for Peter Obi? Because the people themselves that put their hope in Peter Obi, they have looked around the country. They have looked around the political class. He is the shining example of what a leader should be if a new Nigeria is possible. And Dele Farotimi, in replying, that ex-user used the opportunity to remind Peter Obi to know who he is, in case he does not understand. He doesn't own himself now. He is the flag bearer of the Nigerian people. He is the coalition that Nigeria needs. Nigeria don't need any other coalition. You know, Dele Farotimi put it beautifully, the way he pointed it out. He said, but it is Peter Obi who has to recognize that if he is in doubt, as to who he is and what we are, Peter Obi has to understand that he is our totem, the flag bearer of our hope in a peaceful resolution of the Nigerian mess. And we are the coalition he needs. It is to also encourage Peter Obi not to lose hope, because the way the coalition is going, even when you listen to those of them in government office, like APC spokespersons and the government spokespersons of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they keep talking about how the whole thing is for Atiku Abubakar. They keep talking about that Peter Obi can only be vice president. One or even went to the ridiculous extent saying that Peter Obi is going to be the director general of the campaign organization. Such a ridiculous suggestion anyway. But this statement from Dele Farotimi is to encourage Peter Obi that, in case you don't know, he is carrying the weight of this long sovereign people of Nigeria. Dele Farotimi is telling him that we the Nigerian people, are the coalition he needs. That he should understand that. So whatever he is doing with the coalition, he must know that he is carrying the hope of all Nigerians, the hope for a new Nigeria, the hope for a peaceful resolution of the Nigerian mess. They are all on his shoulder. He shouldn't carry it lightly. He should know that it's a big burden, and it's not something he can easily give away to the coalition. It is a responsibility put on his tiny shoulder to carry forward. And I also like that ex-user's position, Igariga, that the coalition, they think that Peter Obi's support is transferable. It's not transferable. It cannot be transferred. And Peter Obi by now ought to know it too. There are times when he has done things that the obedience have opposed him, have said he shouldn't go that direction, that they are not happy with that. Okay? And what you see with the obedient, the way they relate with Peter Obi, is almost similar to how the supporters of Donald Trump follow him. In as much as they love Donald Trump, they follow him. There are times that Donald Trump will do some things and his supporters will be opposed to it. In fact, even now that he is president, some of his harshest critics are some of his strongest supporters during the election. Atiku Obi is having the same thing in Nigeria. So his supporters are not blinded by ethnicity, religion, or anything. They are blinded basically by his character, by his competence, by his capacity. And that's how they want it to remain. That he is their hope. Dele Farotimi say he is the hope. He is carrying the hope of every Nigerian who needed true change in this country. And that he should not forget it. In case he forgets about it, that he be reminded that he is the hope of the Nigerian people. And that the coalition that he needs are we the people, and not the coalition led by Atiku Abubakar and David Mark. I don't know what to think about Dele Farotimi's position, the way he sees Peter Obi ahead of the 2027 election. Do you see the same way with Dele Farotimi, or you have a different thought about this? Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.